Yeah, I mean, it's just like just a pleasurable, like shamelessly pop groove, you know, like.
It was written so quickly. We pretty much wrote it on the spot. It was originally a segue for another song, and it kind of just turned into its own sort of beast or whatever. And I guess at the time it's kind of Talking Heads inspired.
Yeah, it was like Prince on steroids or something.
What were you listening to when this album was coming together?
Nothing that influenced it.
Right.
Really, to be honest, I don't know whether I think after you've been in a band for a few years, that the kind of taking direct influence from what you're hearing at the time sort of evaporates. It doesn't really work like that anymore. But listening to like some folk music, a bit of gospel, everything really. But yeah.
Sticks and stones, you break my bones, you make believe.
That song we just heard was Inhaler. Yannis, I spoke to you a couple of months ago, and that was the verse groove came from the Waranoa River.
Yeah.
Yep. In beautiful Sydney.
Very true. Yeah. We came over and did some recording with Jaguar Ma, and yeah, he took us out there. He had access to this house, and that's kind of where that song had its sort of first day in the sun.
Is the stage show going to get bigger?
I mean, it's never going to get Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. I mean, we've got 3 albums of material now to play with, so we can make it a bit different.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're not going to have like elephants and like.
Well, maybe
escalators and fireballs. Well, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's not. You need to have more than one gear if you're going to play for like an hour, and it's nice. I think it'll be nice for us, particularly later on, once we start touring this record more, to be able to play songs like Moon and Stepson and even like moments like the start of Sahara where you've got just different spaces in the set, so it's not just all relentless, you know. But yeah, I don't. We haven't really thought. We're not planning on becoming like an arena band that needs to kind of, you know, rely on props and stuff.
The Coldplay wristbands and the.
Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes like stuff like that's cool. Like we saw Rammstein, and you know they do like that kind of show so well, and it's a joy to watch. And we definitely want the shows to be explosive, but I just don't know if we need to rely on like other stuff other than our own bodies.
We just heard Steps On, so you would do that live?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, that's live. I mean, that song is actually one of the best examples of it's just like a capturing of one evening where me and Jimmy sat in the studio and we had a loop playing and we just played the song and we weren't interrupted for hours, and the producers were just in the control room, and then we just, once we'd had enough of playing it, we came out and they were like, we've got it, and that was it. And then we had a string section that came in and added strings, and that's what you're hearing. It's just in like an archive of an evening. So it's I don't know if I'm answering your question, but it's easy to play live because that's what it is. It's just that.
And I suppose it is good to slow down the tempo as well, because it is
That's one of those ones which is going to add more dynamic, I think.
Yeah.
And gives everyone a breather as well.
Yeah, and it's just nice. Like we're not interested in just like, you know, doing like just sticking in one little space. So we need to explore with different palettes, and we like different BPMs and stuff. We feel like within the band that if something's the product of the 5 of us, it can be essentially in any type of form. It's like the difference between a song like Blue Blood to Inhaler to Sahara to Moon. It's like we want there's a diversity there that we relish. So it's nice for us to have that kind of space.
Have you ever played this Orient? Because I don't think I've ever seen it.
Not really.
No.
Yeah, never in Australia, has it?
No. Yeah, like never. We've played it once ever.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've buried that song.
Yeah, it's just impossible to play because I think in a way it's actually something that informed this record, because like we'd never wanted to be in the position again where we had laboured and crafted over something so much in the studio that then the job of reinterpreting it live was one of like, you know, it was just impossible task. So that's, I think in a way it meant that this record was definitely, it was more honest and it was like more live and more human. And that, you know, most of the album is taken from like live takes, just like one live take. It's
Right.
unedited. We were literally, up until the day that the record went in to get mastered, we had 2 versions of the album like fighting side
Really?
by side, yeah. And one didn't have Every Time, another one, the other version like didn't have some other tracks. Because yeah, it was a hard record to sequence. It was a luxury problem because we had basically too many songs that we thought were good. So it was nice to be in that place, but
It's kind of interesting how much difference one song can make within the album. Like the 2 different versions we had felt like very different records just from one song and a different order.
yeah.
Did you have to listen to it in full to like to get it?
Yeah, which is why I'm not going to be listening to it again for a while.